As a car guy working on your Fox body Mustang, or any car really in general, things are going to change over time. It's inevitable. Whether that be your money situation, whether that be your shop situation, maybe the time that you have allotted to be able to work on your car. Regardless, it's always going to happen in one way, shape, or form. In this video, we're going to be talking about my black turbo Fox body and how it's going to make its transition this year as situations here on the channel have changed as well. Make sure you stick around in the video, as we're going to be talking about what's underneath of this plastic on this engine stand, as that's part of the change that's coming. But first things first, we got to get under the hood here and we got to fix a problem that we've had last couple weeks. So if you're new to the channel, this is my 1994 Mustang GT. It's been on the channel for a number of years. Went through a lot of transitions, but we're not really here to talk about the specs of the car. We're actually here to get it up on the lift, as the other day we had an issue getting home when we were actually testing the tune. As we went to the dyno shop to kind of touch up our tune, as you can see here in these videos, made some pretty decent power. And then right after the dyno, we took it on a little bit of a drive, as we daily drive this a lot in good weather. And we found out that we have yet another problem with our power steering drain line. So we got to fix that today, and that's what we're going to do here in the video. But one thing I wanted to talk about is paint. This is one of the changes that I'm going to be making here in the channel with this car. This car has original paint, and you can see how chalky it's been getting. I've actually washed this car at like a local car wash, and ever since I started washing it there, after a couple washes, it looks like it just dried the paint out. Now we have this fancy little DeWalt variable polisher or whatever. I don't claim to be the best detailer ever. This is one of those really nice variable polishers, buffers, I want to call it, and we're going to probably go over the car and just keep it just a factory paint thing. I mean, definitely over the years, it has seen its nicks and its dings and its cracks and its scrapes and everything. It's peeling clear coat up top. You know, since this is the original black paint that was in 1990, I think it's due that we touch this paint up. So we're not going to probably race this car too much, because we're going to talk about where we're going with it. I'll just go ahead and get right into the surprise. As most of you guys here on the channel already know, we have been building probably the most budget 351 Windsor stroker block right here on the channel. And this engine was actually supposed to go into a different car that was going to be on the channel, but we've decided to go ahead and stick it here in the black turbo Fox body. Just to give you an idea of what I'm talking about, this is the Junkyard 387 stroker motor that we've been building here on the channel. Like I had mentioned, built with the factory rods, the factory pistons that came out of a 302 that originally came in these Fox bodies. And we bought a cast steel crank that Eagle made 3.85 stroke just for this 387 build. Now we're going to be sticking with Trick Flow 170 heads that actually had some port job done to them. These are the old school Anderson Ford Motorsport ones. They're pretty old, but I think they're going to work really well with our setup. Just got some B31 cam, Anderson cam. I think this motor right here, being that it got so much attention here on the channel, I think putting it in a car that we drive a lot and maybe even changing the tuning software up a little bit might give us some more content here on the channel that you guys might be interested in. On top of a new motor that's coming to the channel for the black car, we're also going to be putting another turbo kit on. As we're going to go ahead and go with one of the stainless on-3 turbo kits that we've had sitting over here in the corner, as that kit's always worked pretty well in my car. We'll make sure these flanges are straight. So we do have a whole nother turbo kit in here for the most part to stick on this engine. So it is official. We are switching over to the 387. So you probably say to yourself, well, what are you going to do with the 363 now? Well, I'm glad you asked. The 363 stroker is going to be coming out, and it's going to be the favored motor to go in the new coupe build that we got going on the channel here. Again, situations have changed. You know, that's the whole point of this whole video, is over time, things are going to change. Opportunities are going to present themselves, like me getting a coupe for the channel. So that pretty much provoked the part that I should probably take some of the best parts that I got on my cars on the channel and make that car the fast car with the good parts. And now, as far as the fuel system's concerned, we're going to probably take the fuel system off the black turbo Fox body here. It's got a -10-8 Magna Fuel 750 that we could utilize on the SSP coupe. I'm pretty sure with this 387 stroker that I can achieve some 600 wheel pretty easy with that motor, with some of the extra fuel system pieces that I actually salvaged from the SSP coupe when it came home. So I don't need a $2,500 fuel system We will push the limit a little bit, but it's gonna run on pump gas and it's just gonna drive it around town. So things are changing. I just wanted to bring that stuff to the channel. We're gonna get to work here in just a minute because I gotta get the car fixed so I can give it a bath and get it out of here for the white car. As we got parts in these boxes right here that we got installed on the white Turbo Fox body, as the race season's right around the corner and we're a little bit behind. But you know, with great weather like this in Ohio, we probably won't be racing until August anyways. But let me get this car up in the air so we can go ahead and put this power steering hose on, which is actually a fuel line, but it's pretty heavy duty. Sorry about the rain. You can see how bad the rain's coming down in Ohio. This weather just won't give up. Yeah, I gotta go ahead and snip this stuff so I can make it, so I can open this up and get to this drain. I don't want to go to a manual rack with this car, to be honest with you, not like the white car. I mean, I don't care if I do. I can drive around with it. I've been doing that for years, but I'll go ahead and expose this clump. Get that drain fixed. Guys, this is one of the things you got to deal with when you have a Turbo Fox body or any modified Fox body car in general. You know, things change over time. Things like this will happen. Something will shift, something will bust, something will come loose. It's a non-stop maintenance thing. Trying to build a car that is maintenance free and makes a lot of horsepower doesn't make a whole lot of sense because it never really happens that way. It's always something to be fixed or changed. So upon further inspection, it looks like the drain from the power steering cooler line that I still have hooked up ended up touching this little V-band here, which isn't a big deal. This is a pretty easy fix. We could probably drill it right into the frame. I bought a couple of sets of different sizes here when I was running the fuel lines and, you know, to be able to drill them into the frame and such. So I think we'll add a couple of these to the setup on our black Turbo Fox body and keep those lines permanently away from the hot spot that we have right here. Maybe put them up here on the frame. I think that's a good idea. Let's get it. Just like I had mentioned, there's always something maintenance-wise to do on these. As I'm in here fumbling around with the lines, I noticed that I still run my binary editor at A9L, and look at this. My O2 sensor was loose on my my pipe here, on both sides of them. So when I tell you that there's never a dull moment when you're maintaining a higher horsepower Fox body or any car in general, I mean it. Always something. Pretty easy fix though. Grab my 7/8 wrench. Just tighten them up. All right, guys, that's pretty much all I got for you for this video. We got it running, got check for leaks, everything's good. If you guys enjoy this sort of content, leave me a thumbs up, a comment below. Let me know what you guys think. We're gonna go take it around the block, get the air out of the rack, and set up for our next video. Check out that join button below. Check out that merch shelf. Appreciate everybody who donates to the channel. Outside of that, guys, I just appreciate you watching. We'll see you soon in the next video.